Hello Californian drivers, welcome back to another video, continuing our video series of Handbook Section Wise Practice Questions Study. In today's video we practice important questions about Section 10, Financial Responsibility, Insurance Requirements, and Collisions. If you want to practice these questions after studying the handbook, you please visit our blog, practicetestdmv.com, or check the link given in description. So let's start practicing. Question 1. What are the minimum insurance coverage requirements in California? A. $10,000 for a single death or injury. B. $20,000 for death or injury to more than one person. C. $15,000 for a single death or injury. Correct answer, C. $15,000 for a single death or injury. According to the California Department of Insurance, the minimum insurance coverage required in California is $15,000 for a single death or injury. $30,000 for death or injury to more than one person. $5,000 for property damage. Question 2. Who is responsible for the insurance of drivers under 18 years old in California? A. Parents or guardians. B. Drivers themselves. C. Insurance providers. Correct answer, A. Parents or guardians. Parents or guardians take on financial responsibility for drivers younger than 18 years old in California. Question 3. According to California law, what is the penalty for leaving the scene of an accident if you are in a collision? A. A warning from law enforcement. B. A fine of $100. C. Severe punishment as convicted of a hit and run. Correct answer, C. Severe punishment as convicted of a hit and run. If you are in a collision and leaving the scene of an accident, also known as a hit and run, the punishment is severe if you are convicted of a hit and run. Question 4. What should you do if you hit or roll into a parked car and cannot find the owner? A. Leave the scene quickly. B. Leave a note with your name, phone number, and address. C. Make a report to your insurance company only. Correct answer, B. Leave a note with your name, phone number, and address. If you hit or roll into a parked car and cannot find the owner, you should leave a note with your name, phone number, and address. Securely attach the note to the vehicle or property. Report the collision to law enforcement. Question 5. What must you do if you are involved in a collision resulting in significant property damage or injuries in California? A. Report the collision to DMV within 5 days. B. Report the collision to law enforcement within 48 hours. C. Report the collision to the DMV within 10 days. Correct answer, C. Report the collision to DMV within 10 days. If you are in a collision, you must report it to DMV within 10 days if the collision caused more than $1,000 in damage to property. Anyone was injured or killed. This applies even if the injuries were minor. Question 6. Who is responsible for reporting collisions to the DMV in California? A. Law enforcement. B. Each driver involved. C. Insurance providers. Correct answer, B. Each driver involved. Each driver involved in a collision in California is responsible for reporting it to the DMV. Question 7. What is the consequence of driving without proper insurance coverage in California? A. A warning from law enforcement. B. A fine of $500. C. Suspension of driving privileges for up to 4 years. Correct answer, C. Suspension of driving privileges for up to 4 years. Driving without proper insurance coverage in California can result in the suspension of driving privileges for up to 4 years. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of having insurance when driving in California? A. To avoid fines. B. To protect other drivers on the road. C. To reduce the risk of collisions. Correct answer, B. To protect other drivers on the road. The primary purpose of having insurance when driving in California is to protect other drivers on the road. Question 9. Who takes on financial responsibility for drivers who are 18 years old and older in California? A. Parents or guardians. B. The state of California. C. Drivers themselves. The correct answer is C. Drivers themselves. Drivers who are 18 years old and older take on their own financial responsibility in California. Question 10. What is the minimum insurance coverage required for property damage in California? A. $10,000. B. $5,000. C. $20,000. The correct answer is B. $5,000. The minimum insurance coverage required for property damage in California is $5,000. Question 11. What must you provide to the other driver, law enforcement officer, and anyone else involved in the collision in California? A. Your contact details. B. Your driver's license, vehicle registration card, and insurance information. C. Your social security number. Correct answer, B. Your driver's license, vehicle registration card, and insurance information. In California, you must provide your driver's license, vehicle registration card, and insurance information to the other driver, law enforcement officer, and anyone else involved in the collision. Question 12. What should you do if you cannot afford liability insurance in California? A. Drive without insurance. B. Apply for the California Low-Cost Automobile Insurance Program. C. Borrow insurance from a friend. Correct answer, B. Apply for the California Low-Cost Automobile Insurance Program. Explanation: the correct answer is B. If you cannot afford liability insurance in California, you can apply for the California Low-Cost Automobile Insurance Program. Question 13. What should you do if you hit or injure an animal in California? A. Ignore it and continue driving. B. Call the nearest humane society or law enforcement. C. Try to move the animal yourself. Correct answer, B. Call the nearest humane society or law enforcement. If you hit or injure an animal in California, you should call the nearest humane society or law enforcement. Question 14. You are involved in an accident and there is a death. You must A. Make a written report, SR1, to the DMV. B. Show evidence that you have insurance only to a peace officer. C. Make a written report, SR1, only to the CHP. Correct answer, A. Make a written report, SR1, to the DMV. You or your insurance agent, broker, or legal representative must complete an State Route 1 report and send it to DMV within 10 days if someone is injured, no matter how minor the injury, or killed, or property damage is over $1,000. An State Route 1 report is required in addition to any other report made to the police, CHP, or your insurance company. Question 15. When will the DMV add collisions to your driver record? A. If a collision results in $1,000 in damage, or where anyone is injured or dies. B. If a collision results in $10,000 in damage, or where anyone is injured or dies. C. If a collision results in $5,000 in damage, or where anyone is injured or dies. Correct answer, A. If a collision results in $1,000 in damage, or where anyone is injured or dies. Question 16. What action must you take if you are involved in a collision where no one is injured? A. Move your vehicle out of traffic immediately and call 911. B. Call 911 right away and wait for law enforcement to arrive. C. Move your vehicle out of traffic if it's safe, then call 911. Correct answer, C. Move your vehicle out of traffic if it's safe, then call 911. In a collision where no one is injured, the priority is to ensure safety by moving your vehicle out of traffic if possible. Once you have done so, you should then call 911 to report the collision. If you like our content, please press the like button and show your support by subscribing to our YouTube channel.